the celebrity come and ní account of his own. Ẹ wá sọ fún mi pé Wunmi ò mọ nǹkankan nípa ẹ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa gbọ́ lọ. Ẹ máa gbọ́. One of the secrets tí Wunmi ní tó fi blackmail Mohbad. Tí Mohbad bá ti fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀, ó máa lóun máa gbé síta. Ṣé dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé Mohbad ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ dìde ní ibẹ̀ ni mo ti sọ fún yín pé Wunmi is wicked. Wunmi never loved Mohbad. Is that? Ẹ bá mi pè Wunmi síbí, ẹ bá mi pè Àṣànà. Àṣànà, ẹ bá mi pè Àṣànà.
Welcome back. You will be listening to more. You're about to hear what you have never heard before. This is deep. This is explosive. Still on Mohbad and Wunmi. As you all know, the Nigerian police released few couple of they've just one CCTV about 10-second CCTV clip footage amongst the hundreds, if not thousands, of CCTV footage that they claim is no longer to be found. They said it has been destroyed, it is no longer there, it has been erased. They came up with some funny narrative, but we don't want to dwell on that. Let us look at what is present now. Like I said, you're about to hear some very deep things that you have never heard before. And as it is done on this channel, analysis and translation for our international audience. It has been proven that Mohbad does not operate his own personal bank account. Why? Why? Wunmi is the one that operates Mohbad's bank account. What really happened? What would have caused this? What would have prompted this? Is this because Mohbad ate and drank with Wunmi's family and they put some charms and they bewitched him? What exactly is this thing? He does not have a bank account. He is not in charge of transfer. Whatever needs to be done, Wunmi is in charge. Wunmi is sitting on millions of naira, a lot of money in Mohbad's account. Now, there is something that strikes me hard, and this is this. Mohbad's father said something. When I arrived at the house, a lawyer was already there. Now, what do you think about this? Lawyer was already there. Normally, you know that when someone is deceased, lawyer is called in. Why? This you're about to find out. So, Wunmi somehow manipulated Mohbad to have a will. We are talking of 20-something-year-old person. We are talking of a young chap that is just beginning to get himself. He's not even like one of the A-list or B-list music artists in Nigeria. He was just an upcoming artist. And his type of music appeals to a smaller group of people. Because most of his songs are in Yoruba language, the language that he speaks. Majority of his songs are. In fact, if not for this Justice for Mohbad, a lot of people do not know who Mohbad is. But I want you to keep your fingers crossed as you're about to hear some very deep things. Let us get right.
Wunmi, you are evil. Wunmi, ìgbà tó fi ta fún Mohbad, ìgbà yẹn ló máa fi ta fún ẹ. Wunmi, ìgbà tó fi ta fún tó fi wọ́n fún Mohbad, ló máa fi wọ́n fún ẹ. Tàbá wá wí tán wá sọ pé Mohbad ló jábálẹ̀ ẹ, ṣó ya wèrè ni. Ṣó ya wèrè ni, wọ́n tó ti ń tì kábọ́ǹdì láti age 9. Àbó lórí burúkú ni ẹni. Ìwọ sọ pé Mohbad ló dis flower wọ. Ìwọ mọ̀ gbogbo. Ìwọ tó jẹ́ pé Rita Lori kan, Wunmi kan ni. Rita Lori ní Surulere, Wunmi kan Rita Lori kan ni. Kó tó di pé ó lọ́jọ́ Himalayan. Ṣé ìrítẹ́ rí Mohbad yẹn gan? Ṣé ó jọ ọkùnrin tó kọ́ ẹ̀ máa le púpọ̀ sóbìnrin? Mohbad yóò kò ń ṣe oníṣìnà. Tó bá ní Mohbad ń ṣe ṣìnà sí, Wunmi ló ti sí di ṣìnà. Ìwọ ó wá hold yẹn, ó sọ pé Mohbad ní ó jẹ́ kó lọ sí university. Wunmi, Mohbad ní ó jẹ́ kó lọ sí university. Ẹjọ́ ọmọ rí street tó ti ń tagbó láti age 10. Tó tún sí lé ọkùnrin láti age 10. Ẹjọ́ báwo ló ṣe jẹ́ Mohbad? Báwo ló ṣe jẹ́ Mohbad? Because that girl, she's a manipulative witch. She's a manipulative widow. Very evil. Ẹ̀yin ọkùnrin àtobìnrin tẹ́ ń wò mí lọ́sàn-án. Tí ẹ bá máa fẹ́ ọkùnrin àtobìnrin láyé yín, ẹ make sure pọ́n ní conscience. Wunmi has sold her conscience to the devil. Because if not, I'm going to be every video you tell about I have a lot of video to play this morning. I'm going to play you one video now. Mumbo, mo fẹ́ kẹ́ gbọ́ nǹkan.
Lára evidence tí àwọn ọlọ́pàá tí wọ́n fi sílẹ̀, a ṣe àwárí wípé gbogbo ní fídíò kan wà tí a rí ìyàwó Mohbad Wunmi àti nurse. Ǹjẹ́ lè rí nǹkan kan bá wa ẹ lè rí mọ́lẹ̀ bá tọ̀ sí eléyìí? Well, gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹ ṣe béèrè, èmi náà rí fídíò yẹn. Mo dẹ̀ gbọ́ nípa ẹ̀. Àmọ́ tẹ́ bá wo nǹkan tí ọlọ́pàá sọ àti nǹkan tí fídíò yẹn sọ, ó takora wọn. What the police said is that they investigated the house and there was no CCTV. CCTV was not installed. That was what the police said actually. But tẹ́ bá wo fídíò yẹn, ó jọ wípé àwọn èèyàn kọ́kọ́ ti ibẹ̀ yẹn wọ́n jọ mọ́ ra wọn. Èmi fúnra mi ò tí ní enough time láti ṣe further investigation lé lórí láti lè wo pé okay nǹkan tọ́lọ́pàá sọ o àti nǹkan tí fídíò yẹn sọ o ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ni.
Ẹ bá mi love and like Facebook please.
Láì tí ìwọ náà ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà lórí ẹ̀ ni pé fídíò yẹn sọ wípé nọ́ọ̀sì wọlé ó dẹ̀ lọ ṣiṣẹ́ tó yẹ kó ṣe nulẹ̀. Wà á rí tinúlé bọ̀ inú géètì nígbà tó ń wọlé la rí. Tí o gẹ́gẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ dẹ̀ ṣe sọ, èmi náà rí wò bẹ́ẹ̀ lórí YouTube. But ìgbà tí mo lọ gbọ́ gbogbo rìpọ́ọ̀tù ọlọ́pàá, àwọn ọlọ́pàá sọ kódà gan mo tiẹ̀ tún bá wọn pàdé ní court ní coroner inquest tó fẹnu ara wọn ṣàlàyé pé nínú ìwádìí táwọn ṣe, àwọn rí pé CCTV wà ní inú ilé yẹn. Àmọ́ ibi tó máa ń connect ẹ̀mọ̀ yẹn débìrà àbí storage yẹn. Hardware tó máa ń connect tó máa ń ní storage ní pébọ̀ kíní yẹn wà connected síbẹ̀.
Now ṣe ti kọ́kọ́ gbọ́ yẹn wọ́n ní ọlọ́pàá sọ pé CCTV wà nínú ilé but kò wà connected. Ẹni tó sọ pé ó ń rán helter skelter of fear. Ẹni tí Wunmi sọ pé wọ́n ti pa. Ẹni tí Wunmi mọ̀ pé wọ́n fẹ́ pa. Ẹni tí Mohbad mọ̀ pé wọ́n fẹ́ pa òun. Ó máa wá ní CCTV kò ní connected. I am telling you for the uptime times, the CCTV is working and Wunmi ló bà CCTV yẹn jẹ́. Tó bá ní kò wà connected, Wunmi ló disconnected. And let me now tell you, ẹ lọ gbọ́ interview ọlọ́pàá yẹn dáadáa. Only when Spending called the nurse, the CCTV footage showed the nurse when she was coming in. Ẹ lọ tún ọ̀rọ̀ tí ọlọ́pàá yẹn sọ ńjọ́ yẹn gbọ́ tí mo play mi báyìí. Ọlọ́pàá yẹn sọ pé Spending pé only Spending pé nurse. Wọ́n ti sọ pé Wunmi ló pé Spending fún nurse ní nọ́mbà ni. But ìgbà tó ọlọ́pàá máa sọ ó nígbà tí Spending pé nurse CCTV footage show pé nurse yẹn ó wá lóòótọ́. Ẹ lọ tún video yẹn gbọ́. So mi ní accept pé kò sí CCTV nínú ilé yẹn. Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa gbọ́ lọ. Now why tí wọ́n ṣe máa disconnect CCTV ẹni tó wà in fear tó yẹ pé all his life ó wá ṣeré nílùú òyìnbó gan ó ń bẹ̀rù pọ́n máa wá attack òun ó kàbá wá sẹ́ni tó wà ní Nàìjíríà ni ò wá ní CCTV. Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa gbọ́ lọ ibi tí mo ń lọ kọ́kọ́ nìyẹn mo kàn sáré chippy ni ẹ máa gbọ́ lọ.
Tí ọlọ́pàá sọ nìyẹn bóyá ká wá agree wípé òkè tínúlé ni ò ṣiṣẹ́ ti géètì ṣiṣẹ́ ni bóyá tínúlé ni ò ṣiṣẹ́ ni
ẹ máa gbọ́ lọ kẹ́ máa love and life.
Èmi ò lè sọ púpọ̀ lórí ẹ̀ ju wípé ọlọ́pàá láwọn ò rí footage but footage tẹ sọ nípa ìtẹ́mi wò ní YouTube tó dẹ̀ ṣì wà níbẹ̀ ó ṣó ìgbà tí nọ́ọ̀sì wọlé. Nǹkan kan dẹ̀ ni ó dẹ́ mo ṣe sọ mi ti padà tún wò torí nọ́ọ̀sì tí ó ṣò nínú footage yẹn èmi fẹ́ lọ tún wò pé ṣé nọ́ọ̀sì yẹn náà ni the same nurse tó wà nínú kọ́sọ́jà àwọn ọlọ́pàá nílé àgọ́ àwọn ọlọ́pàá. Ó máa wù mí láti ṣe ìwádìí but mo wà lórí kọ́ mi lè ṣe torí mo rí lótìtọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ mo dẹ̀ gbọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. I've seen the video, I saw it and it's different from what the police gave us during the preliminary report. So there is need for more investigation on that, which of course I will take my time to do later. Thank you. bless you. Mr. Westo.
Emma Bo.
A lot of things have happened after the demise of Mohbad. One of the things that stands to be more or less like a mystery or a surprise to somebody like me and many people is this idea that I captured from the avalanche of news on the air that Mohbad prepared his will and the next of kin or the beneficiary is Liam, a 6-month-old child. Kilerisi, what do you think? Is that the right thing? At what, how factual is this information?
All right, there are two things in this case, and I will be sincere with us. The part of Mohbad preparing his will, and the part that some of Mohbad's property bears Liam's name.
And my love and like.
You see, Mohbad is just a young star, a rising star, who has not even enjoyed half of what he has gotten. So for such a man who doesn't even say is dead, who is always willing to live, I wonder what would have pushed him to want to have his will, done at that early stage. So invariably, that will was not done at any point. So there was nothing like a will. Before someone like Mohbad will be thinking of a will,
almost 26.
He should have enjoyed enough,
God bless you.
He's still a rising star. He was a blessed guy, a blessed child. But unfortunately, he was in the wrong place, around the wrong people.
Can you hear that? They said Mohbad, only Mohbad ti kọ wílẹ̀. Ipe gbogbo wílẹ̀ kere, orúkọ Liam ló wà ńbẹ̀. Now, ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe lẹ́sẹsẹ. This is a guy. Ọmọ tó wá. Ṣé nǹkan tí mo sọ yìí? This is a guy. Ọmọ tó wá láti ibi tó ti ń tẹrọ fọwọ́lé. A guy that was not born with a silver spoon. Ọmọ tó sọ pé bí òun ló máa gbé ògo ìdílé yẹn ga. Ọmọ 27. Ó wá dàgbà. Kò tí ì jayé, kò tí ì tọ́jú ẹbí, kò tí ì tọ́jú ará. Ó wá ń kọ will. Ó wá kọ will yẹn, ó wá kọ lórí orúkọ Liam. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ tó máa gbọ́jọ́ kọ́ ló máa dà. Ẹ̀yin abiyamọ ayé ẹ gbà mí. Àbí tí ń dùn mí ni. Mohbad jẹ́ ọmọ tó jẹ́ pé ìyá ló fi bí. Even àwọn bàbá olówó gan tó lówó, wọ́n máa sọ pé àwọn ò tí ì kú ńsìn. Bí ẹ̀kọ́ tó lè máa ṣe wí, wọ́n máa wọ 55, 60. Mohbad wá kọ wíìlì lórí orúkọ Liam. Mohbad tó ní ẹbí, Mohbad tó jẹ́ pé yìí máa bímọ. Ọmọ 27 tó ń kọ wíìlì nílẹ̀ Yorùbá níbo ló ti ṣẹlẹ̀ rí kò add up rárá. So nǹkan tó mú Wunmi fi Mohbad sọ́dá duress tó fi náà kọ wíìlì. Ẹ lọ bá wa wò dáadáa. Ṣé rántí pa sọ pé gbà tí Mohbad kú. Bàbá nígbà tó máa fi débẹ̀, ó ní lọ́yà ti wà ńbẹ̀. Ṣé táìmù yẹn lọ change wíìlì yẹn sórúkọ Liam ni? Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ̀yin ọmọ Nàìjíríà ẹ má dákẹ́. Ẹ má dákẹ́. Ẹ get ni. Ṣé rántí pé bàbá Mohbad sọ pé gbà tó máa fi délé, wọ́n ti embalm Mohbad. Òun dẹ̀ bá lọ́yà ńbẹ̀. Ṣé lọ́yà ló jẹ́ kí Wunmi pè àbáwọn parents Mohbad? Ó tètè pè lọ́yà sódà kí lọ́yà lè wá change gbogbo reason tó fi pa Mohbad, reason tó fi pa Mohbad, kọ́ lè tètè wá change ẹ̀. Am I communicating? Ọmọ 27 years old. Níbo ló ti ṣẹlẹ̀ rí pé ọmọ 27 years old ń ṣe will? Àná àwọn ọlọ́pàá yìí ò ṣiṣẹ́ sẹ̀. Àwọn ọlọ́pàá tó ní kémi gbé evidence pé Wunmi fẹ́ pa bàbá Mohbad fún nìyẹn. Shari, all the handwriting has been written on the wall. Gbogbo atótó fẹ́nu tá ń ṣe. The finger has been pointed to Wunmi. Gbogbo pé I'm not going to call her a witch. Mi ní sọ pé òun ló pa. Wunmi, I'm saying it with my mouth. Read my lips. I'm saying it with my full chest. Wunmi, ìwọ ló pa Mohbad. Wunmi, ìwọ àtàwọn olórí burúkú ẹ lẹ́jọ́ pa Mohbad. Mo dẹ̀ sọ fún ẹlẹ́ni, eléyìí ò ṣe pé. àfi tó bá lọ́wọ́ nínú ẹ̀. Ṣùgbọ́n tó bá lọ́wọ́ nínú ikú Mohbad Wunmi. Wunmi, wá ké, wá pariwo.
Was Mohbad being blackmailed by Wunmi? Are there certain things that Wunmi is aware of? Probably some dark dealings or certain things that Mohbad did. Did Mohbad and Wunmi engage in certain dark things, diabolic things? What exactly is this thing? Well, if we are to go by what Mohbad said, I have warned you not to put that thing on my head, that cloth on my head. Why did you put that thing on my head? I have told you I don't want that thing to be put around me or brought to me. Why did you put that cloth on my head? You want to RIP me. You want to take my life. Why did you do this? Why? Make sure that you RIP your family also when you are done with me. In fact, this will be the last that your family will engage in, and you yourself, the world will know. Just make sure that you tell the world, show the world what you did. Oh, is this the reason why you kept this? So that you can show to the world after I am gone to cover up. You will not be covered. Now, let us look at what happened when Mohbad RIP. Wunmi still went to the grave of Mohbad with that piece of cloth, white piece of cloth. She claimed that her grandmother gave it to her, her mother gave it to her to drop in the coffin of Mohbad. Why? They are trying to cover up the evil, the atrocity that their daughter committed. This is the kind of world that we live in, a world of evil, a world of wickedness. What exactly is this thing? Spending and Prime Boy particularly, childhood friend of Mohbad, said before he was dropped back into the custody of the Nigerian police, I heard that they are out now, but obviously they will be out with instruction. He said something. Mohbad and Wunmi had a fight, and that fight is on DNA of that little baby, little boy called Liam. Mohbad said that boy does not belong to me. I'm just trying to hold myself. If not, I will throw both of you across the highway, the bridge, into the sea. That child does not belong to me. Mohbad knew this already. And Wunmi obviously called her mom and grandparents. May we not be married to the family of very wicked witches and wizards. Diabolic people. Wicked people. They did not look at Mohbad as someone that they could preserve. They didn't see Mohbad as someone that they could secure. No. It was all about what you could bring to them. Maybe Mohbad's, mother or father, I think the father more didn't do enough. But from what I'm seeing, Mohbad's mom, she is in line, in the same pathway, in tangent, cooperating with Wunmi's family against Mohbad's father. What does that tell you? What does that tell you? Anyway, maybe Wunmi called her parent, particularly her mother, and told her, and she said, really, this one must be wasted. This one can be wasted. What is this thing? How is it possible for Mohbad to have written down a will? Or did they manipulate the will? What exactly is this thing? That Mohbad already had a will? The day he RIP, Wunmi already called in the lawyer that Mohbad is gone. She is interested in what she can get off from Mohbad immediately. She contacted certain wicked people, maybe like Shekpeteri, Iyabo Ojo, and they said, did he make a will? Yes. Where is the lawyer? Call the lawyer immediately. Call the lawyer immediately. It's time for Mohbad's father to wake up. Wake up from your slumber, man. Wake up from your slumber. Because Wunmi, when she had a talk, like an interview, she kept repeating property of Mohbad. Property of Mohbad. So it's not about land, one piece of land somewhere. There is more. Property of Mohbad. Money of Mohbad. She wants to sit on it. And Mohbad's father simply requested for DNA. I think Mohbad's father is working behind the scene. We've not heard from him for a while now. I hope he's not dumb I hope it's not too quiet. If you allow them sit on your head, if you allow them manipulate, if you allow them bewitch you, they say they are not going to avail Liam for DNA, and you are keeping quiet. Money is being transferred. Do not forget that Wunmi is in charge of the account before Mohbad RIP. All of the revenue. Someone that said, I will not bring my son. How then do you think he will bring bank statement if you don't take action? You have to take action. He died not taking action. Mohbad died not taking the right action. We heard about some bewitchment used on him, enchantment used on him. We've heard about this. The worst is for you to be married or to be with a lady who is diabolic and whose parents are diabolic. Your own is finished. That is the end of your life. Unless you are in the same pathway like them. But if you are not, what will happen to you? You will not have you will not have you will not have an opportunity to tell the world. Look at Mohbad. Wasted for nothing. Wasted for nothing. If Mohbad had been broke, if Mohbad had nothing, maybe his life would be preserved. He will never die because there is nothing. But because of the little change Mohbad had, and immediately they realized that after the RIP of Mohbad, more came. It's not as if Mohbad was extremely rich back then. He had some couple of millions. He had a couple of millions in his account to his name. Not really his name, on Wunmi's name. Wunmi's the one managing the account. He had some couple of naira, millions in his account. But that wasn't like he's so extremely rich. He wasn't extremely rich, but he could say, yes, I have this. I have this. And there is more to come. He had some couple of cash with him. But after RIP, the amount of revenue that Mohbad got is so astronomical that Wunmi's family said to themselves, it's better we don't engage this DNA of a thing. Because if this child comes out not to be, you will lose. Let us kill this matter. Mohbad's father, do not allow them to kill it. Rise up. Wake up. Stand up from your slumber. Wake up now. Hold on to what you can hold on to. And that thing is truth, justice, and very important. Do not mind what anybody is saying that you are fighting for money. Yes, you are fighting for money. Don't be shy. Don't be afraid of that. You are fighting for your son's money, not someone else's money. Not someone else's money. He is your son. Not our son. He is your son. Rise up. Rise up and do what you need to do. At least by now, you should know that there are people who are happy with you. There are people who are interested in what you are interested in. At least you should know that the misinformation at the beginning caused disaffection. But now, people have seen the light. They now know what you stand for. They now know who you are. They now understand what you have done, the efforts that you have put into making of Mohbad, how you taught him how to sing. Then one useless family somewhere say, how dare anyone ask for DNA? That there's no DNA that is going to be done. Yet they want to sit on the money. Mohbad, we are not going to call on your spirit to fight. Let the living fight. Let Mohbad's father begin to fight. Fight. It's just unfortunate that Mohbad's mother, because she has been settled with some huge amount of money, kept her mouth zip. Very terrible woman in the life of Mohbad. Mohbad's mother, a terrible woman. The one that claimed that she had a son, Liam, for Mohbad, Wunmi, terrible woman. Mohbad's mother-in-law, terrible woman. Now they are forcing marriage on Mohbad, and Mohbad is married. Mohbad was never married. Mohbad didn't marry you, Wunmi. Go for DNA. End of story. Now it's difficult for them to do the DNA privately. That's where they are hooked. They are hooked on this one. If it were possible for Wunmi to carry out DNA privately on Liam, she would have done that. And if the result comes out positive, she will be comfortable with it. Her mind will be at rest. Then she will now say, let Mohbad's father come. Let's go and do the DNA. But because there is no specimen A to compare with specimen B, that is why they are not interested in the DNA. What they are going to do is to try to switch and twist the narrative. And here we are today with them. We will go nowhere on this one. We are stuck on it. DNA equals justice. No DNA, no justice. No DNA, no revenue, no upkeep, nothing. Everything must be put to a stop. Obviously, the bank account of Mohbad, definitely being run by Wunmi, would have been freezed by now. I hope Mohbad's father has done that. Yeah, freeze that account. Revenue and all of that should be looked into. Do not fool yourself. Do not permit yourself to be fooled by anybody. Do not permit yourself. Your lawyer, what's your lawyer doing? What is your lawyer doing? We heard that that lawyer knows Mohbad, that you guys had worked for him. You roofed his house. What a man. Taught his son the dignity of labor. Mohbad learned carpentry. Mohbad learned how to sing. All of this from his father. Then one lady somewhere say there is a will, and Mohbad willed everything to his son. That is not his son. If that is his son, avail him for a DNA test. Is that not how we confirm? I heard from some stupid people, rubbish people, who do not want, they don't want to be cancelled by the criminals that surround them. You know, they are all criminals. They want to be called for show here and there. They said that, what is the need for a DNA? Since Mohbad is gone, that Mohbad died knowing that the boy belongs to him. How do you know that Mohbad died knowing the boy belongs to him? Are you deaf? Can't you hear what's going on? Don't you know what time it is? Don't you know the update? Mohbad didn't die knowing that the child belongs to him. Mohbad died with the issue of DNA. They say allow him to rest with that. No! Are you stupid? You know, these guys, they talk nonsense. They talk rubbish.